www.embossfolders.com. So I'm going to use these frames, but I'm going to show you how beautifully they work together. I'm also going to use this cut and emboss frame, so because I love cut and emboss. I just love them. I think they're fabulous. I love embossing to start with, but to do a cut and emboss frame, beautiful. Now I'm going to use some of this gorgeous green cardstock. I'm going to place that in the middle. Now I'm just going to quickly explain to you if you've never used a cut and emboss folder before. So you get your embossed detail on this side, but then you've got your metal here. So you can see this metal and you can see this white. I don't want you thinking when you get this home, oh, they've run that through and tested it and left cardstock in there. No, we haven't. That is a sponge to resist, to be able to help with this metal die. It means that you can cut and emboss at the same time. So please don't take your pokey tool trying to pull that out. You won't need to do that. However, what you just need to do is grab your paper, pop that in the middle, and then you're just going to run that through. Now, the different combinations with the cut and emboss folder are usually your two cutting plates. But if you need a little bit of extra dimension or an extra bit of an emboss, you can add your metal shim with your Gemini. Again, you need to check out your manufacturing, your sandwiches on all your other plates. But if you get stuck, don't forget, we've got customer services here in the UK and over in the US as well. So you can contact the customer services if you're ever unsure with what plates go with which, whether it be a thin metal die, whether it be 3D, whether it be a 2D cutting emboss. And also, don't forget, website, tutorials, YouTube, all those things. So, whew, let's see what this looks like when it's all run through, because it really is beautiful. Now, I'm just going to take that out. And I'm just going to show you. All you're going to do now is take those out. Don't forget, you can use this part. It's really, and you could use these if you want, a bit of paper piecing. You could cut it out in a different colour and paper piece it. However, I'm just going to keep it clean for now. Take that out. Leave those bits in. Don't forget, don't be taking those out. I'm going to move that to one side for a second. But I want to show you how beautiful. Can you see there? Let's go closer up. Wait a minute, I'm going that way. There we go. Oh, look at that embossed detail and cut through at the same time. Imagine doing that in different colours as well. We talk about these collections working together, but think of all your other collections you have and how you could use these. There's so many ways that you're going to be able to use them. So I'm going to place that. In fact, I'm going to tell you what I've done because I've already done one. Can you see? This is the same. Can you see what I've done? I've taken my little scissors, my precision scissors, and all I have done is what's called fussy cutting, or just cutting. And all I've done is cut all the way around using the shape as a guide, and taken my scissors and cut all the way around that frame. And that then cuts that out to be able to give another effect. So bearing in mind, if you keep it straight, but if you want to take your fussy scissors, which is what I've done, I've created this frame cut out as well. So don't forget, thinking outside the box sometimes in how we use them. Now the next part of the frame I'm going to take using the Rococo frames. But can you see, we get this in 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, and, oops, nearly lost that one, 5 pieces. So you can see you're going to be able to create different effects. The one that I'm going for is the solid one without the cutout, because if I use that together, I'm going to be able to cut my frame out. It's got an outside cutting edge all the way around, so it's going to cut that out. But then you could literally have a proper frame using that one together, and that will cut you out a beautiful frame. However, I want a solid frame for this one, and I've just taken a piece of our Centura Pearl in white for this. I'm just going to pop that on. However, we're giving you, don't forget, all those colours that we've got in the paper pads, or the cardstock pads, should I say. And you could use that if you wanted to. But I want to just use a little bit of white for a little bit of a different contrast. Let's pop that on. Perhaps I should have taken that down, but I'm going to trust myself. Run that through your Gemini or any of your other machines, because all of these dies will fit through any other of the machines that are out there, not just ours, through any machine. Literally, a thin metal die. We don't want to judge you because everybody, well, it's coming. It is a coming. If you're saving your pennies, I know I spoke to a lady last night and she said the same thing. That's what she's been saving her money for. She was hoping for a coloured Gemini, and it's coming. Now, I'm going to place that out there. Poke all those little bits out that I've left in. And can you see how beautiful that frame is cut? Let me come closer. Now, I probably haven't, oh, get my angles right. Whoa, look at that. How gorgeous is that frame? But if you place that other frame inside, you're going to be able to cut out the solid frame into a beautiful frame that you can frame around your pictures. How lovely would that look? So that's the other one. Oh, Crafty Fairy, I hope you're not watching. I hope she's not watching. I promise I'm back on Monday. I will tidy up, I promise. Right, so the next part of it that I'm going to cut out, I'm going to switch the frames. I'm going to use the baroque frame. Can you see this one? And again, you're getting 5 pieces. So let me just put those back to one side. Oh, I hope I didn't have to show up product again. I'm just literally throwing them on my table. You can tell it's getting, I can see the time literally whizzing by. Now then, all you're going to do, and again, this cuts outside frame here, and I'm going to leave the solid part. However, you've got other dies in here to be able to create another cutout, and literally so on and so on. You've got 5 pieces to this collection, literally 5 pieces. So what I'm going to do for this one, let me get all those bits off. I'm going to take, and I'm going to pop a couple on this time. So I'm going to place that one on there, and then I'm going to have a white frame for this one. Let's pop that on. Let's get that round there. And then I've got my little green one ready. And if I use my bigger plates, I could get that all in one. However, can I get them both on? Yeah, let's squeeze them on. Let's make this Gemini work. Right, and I'm not going to panic too much if it moves because I've already pre-cut one. Right, so let's pop this on and see what it does. But honestly, these frames just work so beautifully together. You can mix and match between the two. You could keep the same one. Look at all those gorgeous cards we've just seen using it as a frame. But literally, look how easy that was. How that popped out and all those bits. It's that expression again, hot knife to butter. That's literally taken all that design straight out. The same with this one. Look at this one. Again, a beautiful frame. And the last one, oh, look at that. Really, really beautiful. Now, I just want to show you the rub-ons because I did promise you I will show you how to do that. If you've never used a rub-on transfer before, it could not be any easier. There is a couple of cheap ways that you can do it because you can run them through your Gemini. However, we're giving you the lollipop stick and we're giving you the rub-on. It always reminds me when I was younger the transfers that you used to have. Now, they come with a carrier sheet as well, so you can see you've got your white design. If I just bring that, can you see? Oh, that's better. You can see there, that lovely swirly design. Got butterflies and all those beautiful swirls, really beautiful. And then you've got these lovely sayings on there as well. Let me get rid of that one. And I'll show you. I'll just pop, let's just snip out. Let me pop that around. And you can, there's so many on there. There's lots of different designs on there. You can see there's butterflies, lots of different sentiments. There's even a couple of borders, and you're getting 4 sheets of this within the collection. Now, all you're going to do is pop that way down onto there, place it wherever you want that, if you want it in the middle or off center, and then you're going to take your lollipop stick, and then you're just going to rub across, and that is as easy as that is, and it really is beautiful. Now, you get them in 2 colours. You've got this gorgeous white, and you've also got the beautiful muted pink as well, the antique pink that you're going to use. Now, I'm just going to lift that off, and if you see, then I don't know if you can see that close. Let's see if we can do a bit of a close-up. I don't know if you can see there. Can you see that? That's on. That's as easy as that is. When I've done it in the pink actually shows off a little bit more. Can you see? Let's bring that up. Let's have a look. Can you see that one? Absolutely beautiful. Really lovely. But you could stamp on there. Don't forget you've got that lovely stamp set. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll put the card together because now, what did you do with your card blank, Debbie? Let me just see if, oh, it's beneath my mess. Oh, it started off so tidy. I was so proud of myself. Started off so tidy, and then it's all gone wrong. Now, I've just cut a few matten layers. Don't forget this double-sided, pearlized on both. Really beautiful. The colour tone is absolutely beautiful. Truly, it's something when you get this home, you're going to see how gorgeous this is. There we go. So that's that one. I've taken another piece of cardstock from the 12 by 12 pad and just chopped that down. Now, if I had the time, which I don't have at the moment, you could add some of the water reactive inks just around the edge to give that lovely distress look. But there, I'm quite happy with that because that paper in itself, It doesn't really need much more. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pop in as also the middle, because I think sometimes the middle of our cards, I like to give a card that is just equally as beautiful on the inside as well. So I'm just going to place that in. So I've got my front and my middle done. And then what I'm going to do is layer up all my layers. Now, Debbie, just get yourself together, girl. Let's pop this on the back. I'm going to use all-purpose collard glue, and I'm just going to run that all the way across that beautiful frame. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to place that. Now, it seems a shame to cover it up, but the reason I've done this is because I want to create a very layered frame. So you could use that on its own, just add a little sentiment in there if you wanted to. However, ooh, I'm really proud of myself then. Let's get those pads off the back. Let's take that off. There we go. And I'm going to place that next layer just on the top, and that sits beautifully over there. I'm then going to take the next frame that I did, and I've already put some tape pads on the back. Let's take that off. Why is it they don't come off when you want them to come off? There we go. There we are. Take that one off as well. And then I'm going to layer that one on the top, and you can see now how beautiful these frames work with each other. I'm going to take my next layer. Let's get that pad off. There we are. I should have used my 3D collard glue. I'll know in future. So let's take that last one off. Oh, where's my pokey tool? It just don't want to come off this one. Or tweezers would be a good idea as well. It's my silly TV nails. That's what I'm blaming. There we go. And I'm going to place that just on the top as well. That sits beautifully in there. And then the last one, which had my sentiment that I did in pink, but you can use either the stamps that go into it. But look at that. Can you see that lovely layer now? Now, I've not cut it, but I'm just going to show you that this is the biggest of the butterfly. Let me just show you in design, slightly closer up so that you can see. Can you see there? Look how beautiful that is. Really gorgeous. Now, I'm going to trim off the edge of this. Because I have got those layers, I just want the ends of these chopped off, which either can keep that on like you saw me do on the previous one. But for this particular one, I want to just take my little scissors and just snip that off, because I just want it to be in literally lifting off these layers of these frames. So I'm going to put that one there. And I've got another one. What did I do? Oh, it's here. Look, in the green this time. But you could double layer these up. Don't forget you've got 3 sizes of these kaleidoscope of butterflies. Love that name. I think it's a fabulous name. But again, just going to add that on. You could literally layer them up if you wanted to. But I'm just going to pop on the other corner, the other one. And that is all I'm going to do for that today. So again, let me just take off that extra part. But you can see you've got all the layers. Can you see the layers by lifting that up? But all beautiful. How gorgeous is this collection?
Happy birthday, everybody! And who doesn't love a great party? Happy birthday!